Hello students, this is Dr. Petroda. Once again we are back with one more video on printing initials. In our previous video, that is video number 15, we learned how to print an initial. So we took a particular string called Sachin Ramesh Tendulkar, and then we saw how to print that by in say Sachin Ramesh Tendulkar as SRT. Now in this video what we are going to learn is that if there is a string given to me, how am I going to take an initial somewhat like this. So if Sachin Ramesh Tendulkar is given to me, how do I make it to SR Tendulkar? Again, this is available in two varieties. So I'll still put method number 1 and I'm going to divide this to say method number 2. Now what is method number 1? So we are going to stick to our primary video that we have done, string 3 video, where we read word by word. Alright, so what we are doing is if you do not add a space behind, say Sachin Ramesh Tendulkar, in word by word, there are two things we do. We add a space behind the string in order to ensure that the last word is applied into my printing part or using part. But if you do not add that space, the word will get accumulated but will not be used inside the loop. It can be applied outside. So we are going to take advantage of that. Will not add. So I am writing here, do not add now space at the end. But you are going to start now using for loop. Okay, read from 0 to length. We'll read each character which are not space. Alright, you accumulate them. Once it is space found, then you take 0, that's 0 index of word. So first time Sachin 0 index, Ramesh 0 index. Okay, now we will not go till the end. The last word will not be read because we have not added a space, but the last word must have been accumulated. There is no space thereafter, so computer will be out of the loop where the last accumulated word can be added accumulator plus last word. And what does the accumulator has? Accumulator has a 0 index of each word. Okay, accumulated in the space is found. So it must be having s dot r dot. The last word Tendulkar is here and s dot r dot is here. If you join them, it becomes SR Tendulkar. So now let's see how this is done. So in our previous video we have done SRT. We'll pick up from there only. So our previous video is over here, the SRT. Okay, so I'm going to show you here the previous video. There is a space still there. So if I compile this, I say copy and I run this program first to print that SRT. You can see what happened. Why are we going string index out of bounds here? Copy and wait over here. Okay, there we are getting SRT. Maybe I've added some extra spaces. Okay, now if I say that I will remove this line, that means the last space has been now not added. Now if I say SRT, copy and I run this program, if you see, then you will find only S and R. The Tendulkar part is removed, has been applied over here. So Tendulkar would come here. But what happens is, KAR of course, what happens is there is no space extra behind added. This is disabled. So after the R has been read, being accumulated because not a space, the loop is over. Okay, now if I come out here and I print here, I'll just show you. Tendulkar is there, but it's not getting printed because we are not allowing that space to come. Oh, sorry. I'm going to add over here, say copy and paste it over here, with W. So below S and R, Tendulkar will be there because it is there. But because there is no space after this, because we have not added a space, that Tendulkar is not coming here to make it T dot. So we will only have S dot R dot. The Tendulkar part is going to be printed here because it's still there in W. So after the loop, I still can use that W. So if I compile now and say here copy, there. So if I say Tendulkar, you can see SR is printed, but Tendulkar is also printed. The only thing what we need to do is we need to just join this behind. So instead of doing this, we will say T is equal to T plus W. So now SR and Tendulkar will get joined. I don't need this line. Now if I compile this and run this program, I'll get SR Tendulkar. At the same time, there is a third type of a question that can also come, which is not here, but I will still do it, is Tendulkar SR. So we just have to say W plus T. So I am going to say W, sorry, not capital, small, plus T. Now only thing you will find is the space missing, which we will add now. So first let's see what happens when we do it directly. You can see the space is missing. So you just need to add that space over here. So in this case I am going to say SW plus. I can just put, you can use concat as well because all of them are string, but it is acceptable here for the programming point of view. You see Tendulkar SR. So I can do this program both the ways. So whichever type of initial is required, I can print. Okay, so this time I am going to keep still my old one, that is W plus T. Alright, so sorry, T plus W. That will give me Sachin Ramesh Tendulkar as SR Tendulkar. This is method number 1. I hope you guys have understood the method number 1. Now in method number 2. So in method number 2, we will follow the old method. We still go from the space. So what is the logic here? We add a space before. Okay. So we have a space here. We have a space here. We have a space here. So two things we are going to do. Okay. So if I am going to take my pen, where is my writing pen? Yeah. So first thing I am going to do is add a space before the string. 2. You are going to use last index of. What is last index of? So if you have added a space here, and there is a space here. Now there is no space here. Okay. So now what we want the index position of this character, because that plus 1 onwards I want everything removed separately, and all the other previous names you will find that we will take after the space one character, after the space one character, we accumulate them, and at the end behind that we will take this over here. So using last index of space, you can find out the index of last space. Alright, then you are going to go from 0 to the index position, the last index of space. Every character is read. So we are going to say read each character. If space found, then you accumulate next character. Okay, so if space is found, I accumulate next character. If space is found, I accumulate next character. Okay, until the loop is over, and at the end I am going to say the last accumulator plus you can use dot substring. Using dot substring, whatever the index position that you found, plus 1 onwards everything till the end. Alright, the Tendulkar part of it. So how do you apply this into a program? Okay, so in a program, we are going to come here. So as soon as a string has come in from the user, we have added a space before first. That's step number 1. Now what we are going to do is, we are going to say here, say int some variable is equal to send dot last index of a space. So computer will find the index position of this space. So if I actually go here, this is 0 of course. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So my actual answer should have been here 14. Okay, now we will go from 0. We don't need to go till the end. We just need to go till L. Why less than L? Because we don't even need a space. We only want it till here. So what are we going to do? We are going to read from 0 until the H, less than the last index position. 14, less than 14 means 13. Computer will read till here. We read each character using loop. If the character is a space, so first character is a space, 0 index. The moment we find a space, we will say whatever that plus 1 with a dot. So the moment I found space, plus 1 is S dot has been accumulated. This is my accumulator. H is equal to H plus, which is being declared as blank. So nothing plus S dot will give me S dot. Loop repeats, continue reading. All the characters are read, none of them are space of course. The moment computer will read this space, space is equal to space is true. So the next character is R being taken. S dot is already there, plus R dot will make it S dot R dot. Now logically this loop is over here. So if I actually run this program, I'll get S dot R dot. So let's check it out first and then we'll apply the remaining part of it. So now if I compile and run, I get S dot R dot. So S dot R dot is come. Now we've already got the index position of the last space. That's from here. Okay, plus 1. So 14 plus 1 is 15 onwards. I want everything. So now you need to go through the substring part of it. And I can directly write straight over here plus. I can say send, because that's my variable, dot substring of whatever is my L position plus 1. 14 plus 1 is 15. So 15 onwards everything till the end will be taken and printed. So S dot R dot is from here, which is here, and this is going to give me Tendulkar. In case you don't know what is substring, you must follow the videos, alright, which has been explained with all the functions of the string. So now if I am going to run this program, I'll get Sachin SR Tendulkar. Alright, now there has been a question VVS Lakshman. So if I actually say Venkatapati Venugopal Sri Ram Krishnan ANA SHANAN Krishnan Lakshman. That VVS Lakshman is here. This is how it is. It is VVS Lakshman. So this is how the logic is. Even here also, if you want, you can apply H plus behind. So if I cut this and I say plus H. So again, like previous program, we will not have a space in between. So I'm going to compile first and run. You will not see a space. See, you can see the space is missing. So you need to add that space over here with this plus. And now you will get the space as well. So in this case, your both type of initials are done. You can see Tendulkar SR. So this is how you will be able to solve your program over here. So there is a use of index of, there is a use of dot substring as well. In case you don't know this, you must go back to refer to these functions before you come in here. So then you will know how to make use of it. I hope you guys have understood this concept, both the methods. Thank you very much.